Hello, we're in a very echoey room here, so we're going to find out if this works at all. Hopefully the microphone will make it better. I think maybe if I don't know, should I stand up? What if I go here and here? Am I going to be able to see the music? I don't know. I know. Let me put this over here. And while we're getting all set up here, let me do this, and then I'll put this like this, and that should allow me to put the music here without a big problem. We're trying this out for the first time today. My name's Gary. This is Harmonica, and Vic is in. She says my sound is good. This is step one in the problems that we'll be facing here today. So let me go post this on the website so everybody can get in. Let's see, link to join. Today's the January 18th, 2022. This is our first attempt at being mobile. And so we'll see what happens. All right, there's that. Log in and enter, edit, settings, open link in new window, update and update. Okay, and all right, now that should get people here. Should also click here and give me a couple minutes and then we'll be ready to play. We're going to start with the Diatonic Scales. So go grab those. Mammothgardens.com. Mammothgardens.com. Let's add a Google. I gotta move this over to. I think I'll find it faster. Advertising, MGH, YouTube cover, open. And tweet. All right, so now we've tweeted. We're on the website. Vic, it may just be you and me today. We'll find out. And as long as my sound is good, that's all that really matters. And hopefully you all managed to get a copy of A Whole New World and Tomorrow. I'm not sure that we'll get to tomorrow today, but we'll try. And so let's grab Diatonic Scales first. Hey Sandy, good afternoon. 23 degrees and snowing. Sounds pretty decent up there, right? That's what we'd expect in Michigan. Now guys, I am actually in a practice room over at school, and this is probably where things are going to be. I have a broken shelf behind me, so that's a weird thing. Let's take that down. That's been sitting like that for months. Hey Linda, welcome in. 82 degrees in Maui. So we got Linda's weather, and we have Sandy's weather, and Vic, you and I are in between. Let's grab the Diatonic Scales. Let's warm up on those. And while we're getting those out, I do want to take. I'm going to see how quickly I can get. Let me see if this is going to work here. I'm trying all sorts of crazy stuff here. What is this? Mammoth Gardens. Harmonica. Songs. And let's PQRS. Tomorrow. Chromatic. PDF. Share. Foursquare. All right, so we are going to be able to do tomorrow. That's exciting. All right, so let's go grab your Diatonic Scales. We'll just warm up with that. I want to do them once a week, don't you think? Just so we don't let them get too far away on us. He says, confidently, wondering where they are. Why are they not in there? What are they called? Diatonic. Okay, now they're in Foursquare. That's weird. All right. Hey, Diane, welcome in. C major scale 2 times through, and then the A major scale 2 times through. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, Hey Don, welcome in. Good to see all you guys here. We are going to be making a push, as I told you, Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. If as long as this works today, we're going to be golden. I'm using a practice room over here at school, and these practice rooms are very lightly used. I found some secret ones, and so we're going to be working from them. And then I don't think we'll have any other problems. We have the internet looks pretty good here right now, so that's exciting. Today is Tuesday. Go grab your Ode to Joys, and let's get that done. Let's see, C, diatonic notes in C, and then done. Go grab Ode to Joy. All right, and let's do it 2 times through. Let's give it a try. From the top, and I want to put the right page up here. All right, Ode to Joy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey Marcia, welcome in. Linda in fog lifting. Maybe we'll see 45 degrees up in British Columbia. We'll take it, right? Sounds pretty decent. All right, next up on our list of the hits, we've got a new week, so we're going to put 3 diatonic songs up each week. We have 4 days to play, so it seems like we'll probably play 1 or 2 each day, depending on how timing goes. And then, of course, on Friday, we'll try to squish them all in. But let's grab Amazing Grace and see how that's sounding for us. Whoops. How can I possibly still not have everything in this list? Well, and we've been playing these a while. All right, Amazing Grace. There we go. Done and done. All right, I think sometimes I don't stick them in. All right, 2 times through, Amazing Grace. It's a 2-beat count in, and then we play that. And again, as beautiful a tones as possible to get out of that. And I know some of you are working on your ukulele and your guitar things. 3 beats per measure, so C, 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 F, 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 in some manner or other. If you can play the tough guitar or the tough uke in addition to that, good for you. It says low G on here is required, but I think that's wrong. I'm going to put I don't think this is a low G ukulele thing. So let's give it a try. Come over here. Amazing Grace. 2-beat count in. Blow 6. 2 times through, please. 1, 2. Oh, I got the wrong note to get started with. That's going to sound funny. 1, 2. strum. Hey, Christine, glad you're back too. That's wonderful. On this, guys, one of the things we talk about in the beginning section is that you want to play 2, 2, 2 between every single note, right? So if I were to play it with that instruction, it would be... I'm putting a 2 in between every note, but probably as you become a little bit more comfortable with it, sometimes not putting a 2 in there and just letting it sort of slur a little bit probably makes more sense. So in this case, the 8-7-8, I'm slurring, which means not using your tongue, and it's worth practicing that as well. Right, so it's da, and it doesn't work all of the time, but most of the time I'm tonguing between every note, but not always, and it's especially on eighth notes and when you gotta, it may make sense not to use those. There's my can't get my air going correctly. But getting back to harmonica, are you guys having a little trouble breathing? I sure am. All right, so since today we got Amazing Grace and our Ode to Joy and the Diatonic Scales, and let's call that good for diatonic. Put those away. Remember, guys, having a more expensive diatonic will make your life easier. So $40 and up is probably the price range of the diatonics you want to look for. Also, make sure to own a G harmonica or a low F or a low E, one of those kind of harmonicas, so that on a song like this where that you do actually play a 10, did we play a 10? Or a 9s at least, it gets pretty high in your ear, and so a low G or whatever will make it sound better. Let's go to your chromatics. And remember, if you guys haven't made the commitment, this Forerunner East Top, available on Amazon, it's about $50-$55, something like that, has been lights out. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. The 10-hole ones we were using, recommended initially, some of them started having weird problems with tuning, so I took those off the list, and I'm recommending these. Obviously, if you can get the more expensive one, the Chromatica, it's about $175, but it's definitely worth it. Let's go back to A Whole New World. That's one of our tunes from last week. It's a long song, but it's probably worth the effort. And so let's grab that. I left that, and I left As Time Goes By on the list because I did a terrible job playing it last week. And I wanted a chance to redeem myself. And so that's why we have it back on the list this week. So this week we have 4 chromatic songs. I generally only put on 3, but I didn't want to pull As Time Goes By off of it until I had a chance to clean it up. All right, remember with A Whole New World, first 28 measures are in D, and so there's a whole lot of button pushing, and then the final measures, the final 3 pages, is in C, so a lot less button pushing. Let's see how we do on this today. From the top, not fast, right? Don't take that 100 as the gospel. And obviously, on your own, as you're working to play better and faster, you want to practice that from time to time, speeding up, pushing the boundaries of your speed, and as you get all the way up to proper speed, then you can play along with the MP3s, and then you really have something going on. But generally in class, I like to play a little slower, one, so I have a better chance of getting it right, and two, so hopefully you have a better chance to get it right. But on your own, always keep pushing those speeds a little bit and see, because you'll notice on the internet the harmonica videos that end up toward the top of the list when you search tend to be guys playing pretty quickly, like they're trying to show off a little bit. And playing fast is not necessarily a goal in and of itself, but it allows you to feel more comfortable with your instrument if you are playing some things in practice fast. Let's give this a try from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let me try that again. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. the top. Let's take just a moment to catch our breath. Okay, how'd that go? Were we able to play through that section there? I kind of butchered measure 15 a little bit there, but hopefully you're getting it close where it sort of sounds like the song. It's a lot, right? All right, whew. All right. Let's go from 28. Measure 28, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drum. Whew, right? There you go, right? And I think also it's perfectly fine if you're doing this at home to stop at measure 28, get your wits about you, and then move on. The hard part of the song, I think, is you're playing in one key up through measure 27, and then at 28, it completely changes keys, and so your first note there is going to sound wrong. And but it of course resolves itself by the middle of the measure 28. But just know if you don't take a pause there, which you're not supposed to, it's going to sound weird for a moment. But boy, isn't that fun? That's a good song. Not terribly difficult on this, but definitely pretty difficult, right? So hopefully that's fun. And yeah, so let me see. I don't see anything particular. I see sort of some decorative stuff I need to fix, but other than that, I think the thing's playing okay. How about you guys? What do you think? All right. By the way, welcome everybody in. I think almost everybody said hi, but if you haven't said hi, that's perfectly fine. We're going to be meeting here Tuesday through Fridays through the semester. So it works out pretty well where I can get from one class to the other and so on, and I shouldn't have a problem being here at 11 a.m. most every day. The only possible thing that will goof that up is if I get here and all the practice rooms are taken, but they've never ever been taken. You'll probably hear somebody around here is either playing a trombone or a tuba or a horn or something around here. So you may hear some weird things going on from some of the other rooms. And you'll hear definitely an echo in here. They've got padding on the walls, but not enough, so there's still this weird echo in here. Hopefully that's not messing you up, your sound at your house. I did bring a better microphone for us. And the other thing I'm doing here is I'm standing up. And so we haven't talked about that as another harmonica technique. But it's not a bad idea to be practicing standing up, right? Obviously, we don't, but we're doing it partly to make music, right? But we're also doing this to get stronger and tougher and faster and better looking, and to get the ladies. Really what we're trying to do is make our lungs stronger, and standing up is one of those things that makes it a little easier. You got a much better control of your breath, so give it some thought. Obviously you don't have to, but it's just one of those things you might want to factor in as you're making yourself tough. Let's go talk a little bit about tomorrow. I'd like to play through that since I was able to pull it up here, and I'd like to see if I have any mistakes on there. I played through it 900 times, so I think I got it right, but who knows. So grab tomorrow, please. And obviously, if you don't have it, send me an email because I want you to have it. But we had the new one, A Whole New World, last week, and tomorrow this week. I'm really, really, really going to try to make sure we have something new every week. I will probably fail at that, but that's my goal anyway. And for those of you guys that are sort of, I don't know about harmonica, most of them will end up being on Chromatic. It's much easier for me to arrange stuff on Chromatic because I have all the notes. And so if you will make that commitment to buy one of these, Amazon will have it at your door in 2 days with free shipping. Tomorrow. Here's the problem with tomorrow. We have Shirley Temple's, I think it was Shirley Temple, her version in our heads, and it was really difficult to capture that on paper because she speeds some things up and slows other things down. So what you'll notice here is between measure 1 and 2, there's this little eighth note rest, and we want it to be a little longer than that. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. And we wanted it to be a little bit longer than an eighth note, but it was but a quarter note was too long. So when we get to between 1 and 2, that little eighth note rest, and if you're looking at measure 2 and you see the little I don't know, it's like a dot with a slash next to it, that's an eighth note rest. So the sun'll come out tomorrow, bet your bottom, and bet we want to tend to extend that a little bit, but that's not, we can't fit it all into the measure if we do that. So it's bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. And then here's the other weird thing. There'll be sun, 2, 3, rest. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the... So you want to go kind of quickly through the beginning of measure 2 and the beginning of measure 6. We're going to want to go kind of quickly. But in measures 4 and measure 8, I've had to add a whole extra beat. And not so much for us as harmonica players, but for sure, if you're on guitar or ukulele, you're going to find you really do need 2 beats of F, 2 beats of G, and then a new beat to get the pickup into the next line. So the timing is a little weird in the beginning, and then after measure 8 it sort of settles down, and it's what you'd expect. So let's play down through measure 21, come back up and play through measure 1 again, and let's see how we do. Okay, guys, let me know how it's playing for you this week. From the top, 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys, so pick up into measure 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. The top, 1, 2, 3. Rest. Now, I forgot to mention measure 22. There's a musical thing here. So measure 22, only a day, and those are both have fermatas over the top, okay? And that's those little eyeball things looking at you at the top of measure 22. The last two notes, they have that eyeball staring at you, and that just means make them longer. When we're playing together, you have to make them the same length as I make them. But when you're playing on your own, you can make them shorter or longer, but they're not really quarter notes, right? Only a day away, and you get to decide how long to make those. The other thing that's possible, I put it this C note dropping down. It's only a day away. So I drop it down to 5, but you have C notes up higher, right? At 9, so you could do so it's up to you whether you play a 9 or a 5 there. Either one is going to sound cool, and it just depends on how dramatic you want to be to play the high C, rather than the low C. I thought the low C sounded fine, especially because I know Linda up there in British Columbia is going, waiting for me to finish that C note, and then she's going to drop a C chord in after that, right? I don't know if you're still on guitar up there or not, Linda, but so I think it plays good, right? You guys will let me know if it's working for you, what's in your head versus what's on the paper. It's on the website, obviously, as you can listen to the MP3 there. I was going to mention, looks like we're up to almost 90 songs now in the library, so let's go take a look. Yeah, 86 songs now. That's a lot of music, and I know a lot of it we've been over a bunch of times, and I guess I'm kind of thinking about in terms of what's good for us and what's different. I want to have those of you who are newer being able to play, obviously, but more importantly, those of you guys who have been around a long time, I want you to have more and difficult and more interesting songs all the time. So again, hoping to have a new song each week, probably a chromatic. So if you haven't made that commitment to get a chromatic, probably be good to go ahead and do that. And then obviously be in contact with me over email about anything that you, I am absolutely sort of at the moment caught up. I've got to write some guitar music, but that's a whole separate issue. Other than that, this is a great time for, if there's a song you want to do on harmonica, toss me a note and say, hey, I want to do that. And Linda says, yep, still on guitar, still playing only melody, except for the last chord. Yay! That's exciting. Yeah, and those of you guys that have a guitar or have a ukulele, this is a really fun way to just keep you in those activities, right? If you're wanting to play along on piano and just remember your chords, that's another way to play this. Also, if you're a singer, you can do that. So there's lots of different ways to approach the sheet music. I hope it's helpful to you guys, and it's so good to see so many of you back. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, 8, but it is a lot, and it's exciting to me. I'm making a commitment to this. I'm here playing this harmonica at a school that probably has never heard of harmonica, so I'm committed to this. I hope you are too. Tell people about it. It's healthy for us, and it's another way to make music. And the nice part about this, as opposed to ukulele or guitar, is harmonicas are loud. Like everybody in this room, in these other practice rooms, knows I'm playing harmonica right at the moment. They're probably like, "What is that squawking noise?" So yeah, let's see. Don says they sent a request for the PDF of tomorrow at about 1 a.m. Another case of being a alien. Don. Sorry, Don. I'm not generally going to check emails first thing in the morning because I'm running around trying to get to school, right? So we'll be checking emails usually in the afternoon, evenings. So try to be a day ahead. I know that's so easy to do. Mostly you're like, God, I'm just glad I'm here at 11 a.m., let alone doing that. All right, so let's talk about tomorrow very quickly, just so we know what we're up against. We will probably do the chromatic key of C. I am going to update that sheet. There was a few typos not really typos, but things I want to fix on our chromatic scale. So we'll do a chromatic scale. We'll play Simple Gifts tomorrow. We'll get to Au Clair de la Lune tomorrow. And then I feel like we'll probably play As Time Goes By, and tomorrow is probably the chromatics, but we might, I don't know, it depends. Tomorrow went pretty well for me today, so you might want to spend one more time, run through it tonight, and then be ready for that tomorrow. We'll probably squish you in as time goes by. If things are going well, we'll do as time goes by. If things are going poorly, we'll probably do a Shokin farewell. So let's hope that things are going well for me. And tomorrow's a little different schedule here at school, so we'll see how all this fits together, but should be fine. Good to see you all. I'm going to log out, and is there a Walton Show theme? You know, I've never even thought about it. I never looked it up at all. Linda, let me toss me an email on that. I will wander the internet. There probably is. That's a good idea to have that sounds like the Harmonica song, doesn't it? All right. Yeah, toss me emails, guys. And as Donna experienced today, it's like, shoot, I didn't get my request in on time. Try to get it in the day before so that I won't. I don't live on the email system. I do have, but I try to get to that as quickly as I can. It's just in the morning I'm getting ready to come to school. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Peace.